Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel review anything and everything. And today we're just doing a little quick potential mod video for the Tudor Corner. There's simple mods that I don't think are that very hard to execute, and I'm gonna kind of demonstrate here, not in the fully fleshed out, but just kind of basic, kind of little piece something together just to give you an idea. And from that point, you could kind of really add more to it if you want. So I previewed this a little bit, this idea on the main review that I did of the Tudor Corner. But here I'm just gonna kind of really throw it up with a better example so you guys could see, or if you were just coming across this video and just wanted to see the mod without the review. Now this is the second floor of the Tudor Corner, the clockmaker's shop. Now, one thing I pointed out inside the review was how I was a little, I'm not gonna say the word bothered, but felt a little bit like this is that kind of setup where a person, like this used to be maybe a duplex apartment with this floor, the second floor, and the third floor being one apartment. And you have this vibe because you have to step through that location, that door to reach the top stairs, going through the clockmaker's workshop. So a little mod that I thought of, and you're gonna need a little bit of adjustment to make it work a little better. Like one, I can't have the handle on here because you end up getting a tight fit here with the way these things open up, but it is a little bit what it is. And if you wanted, you could actually make more room over this area, and that would solve that problem if this whole area right here was not used at all in that way. But I'm gonna show you two ways, and then that would kind of fix what I'm referring to. So what I'm going to do here real quick, I left that little spot there. We took this clock out of the way. Obviously you would take that little piece out also, if depending on the setup that you want to use. But the idea of this is that you have a little common space area. So now the apartments are separated, and when people come up those steps, that's not entering into the clockmaker's workshop. It's just entering into a common space, and now you have a door. Like when you go to those kind of, I don't know if any of you guys ever experienced those kind of businesses that are inside a residential home, and you might go through a front entrance door, and that common area will then have maybe a door to the left is to the business, a door to the right is to the apartment. So this is what this is trying to give that vibe of. I'm sorry, all I had was black to do it in. So, if you can't really see it that well, then sorry for that. Now already I'm seeing a little bit of issue that I run into. So you need to do a little bit of modification, which like I said, wouldn't be that hard. This door now is having a problem opening because of the handle of that door. So either you have to chuck that handle, or you'd have to slightly move this door one set of studs over, and you'd have to build that side with just single studs coming up to the height of the door. However you do it, but you get the idea of what I'm doing here. And like I said, you could slightly modify it if you need to, but essentially that would be the common area. And now the only issue you run into is someone can't come in here and go through here without using your imagination, because they're gonna run into that. So a second little configuration that came to my mind just a moment ago, actually, and you can do this several different ways that would end up making this work better. You could leave the door here. Obviously you're gonna have to do something with that other door having a handle. You'd have to get rid of it or make a more smaller handle, maybe like a flat, I don't even think that would work with a flat tile piece, because I think even then it's not gonna fit. But you can take this here, and then at least this gets rid of that problem of going through the other doorway, where now you don't have to worry about that because the person can step to the left and then they can make space and then come through like that. As far as this here, you can make that door open inwards, and then that solves that problem when it comes to that. And in that case, you could put the handle on the back side there, and this door will open inwards, and you could always do that, and that solves that issue right there without a problem. And then you can see now you have that common area here, and if you want in that common space now, you could throw something like a little table there, maybe with like a flower on it or something like that. So, however you'd want to do that. Or you could even put a clock there just for the purpose of saying like, hey, like, this is, you're about to go to the clockmaker's thing, but then this will make you run into that same issue again with the doors. Not as bad though, but you can see that. So anyway, that was just a way of kind of just showing you something you can do there with that. Another thing that you can do as a mod, and I'm not going to be able to demonstrate this as well, but you can open this up and say if you wanted to turn this into an apartment or something like that. You can take this right here. Now, unfortunately, you'd have to do some rearrangements, move that little cardboard box that's in there out of there. But you could turn this into a little bathroom area. It don't have to be done up that well, but a little toilet bowl, maybe you have a little backing for it. And now that could be a bathroom for this area. And say if you want to turn this into an apartment, you want to get rid of all the clocks, you could put a sink right here, right outside of the bathroom, and make this into a second studio apartment. So I just want to throw that idea around right there. And now another mod I wanted to demonstrate on the upper floor, and you can see the plant is missing there, because if you don't mind not having a plant, you could use this as a toilet bowl, which is what I just used on the second floor. You could use this and potentially make a bathroom somewhere in this space. And I don't think it'd be that hard. Let me see if I could fit this where I want to. So you can see that right there. So if you wanted to do that, let me put this doorknob back on the door. This should be able to fit right here without a problem, I would assume. Matter of fact, it's easier for me to do this with the door open. So let me just open that real quick, and then I can attach it to the little studs. And there you go. So now, just like that, with if you got extra door laying around, you got a little bathroom. It's not much, but it's completely sealed because it goes right into the framing. And, you know, like I said, it's not much, but you can still have somebody sit there. Let me see if I can have a person sit completely without them actually. I'm going to use the owner of the apartment. Can I get them to sit inside there and then close the door? And I don't think there should be a problem. Look at them right there, sitting down. Let me get a better angle of that. Sitting down. And then, bam, door closes. So it's not the greatest looking door. It's not the coolest looking whatever. White might be a better door for interior, because I think, you know, exterior black door works better. Interior white door looks better just for, like, you know, the contrast. But you've got a bathroom right there. You know what I mean? So not bad if you don't mind just getting rid of the plant, or maybe you got extra of those bowls, but you have a bathroom. You know, I don't think you need to do it up where you got the whole thing to flush and all this other stuff. It's not needed, but if you wanted to, you could put a little handle on that windowsill right there, and then make that be the where you flush from. But nonetheless, you've got a little bathroom there with just two parts. That's all it took, and now you got a little bathroom there. So, like I said, two little quick mods that I think, like, if you want to play around with, maybe you could make it a little better, expand on it even more. But yes, there you go. Two mods. You can add a bathroom to the other floor downstairs. You can add a bathroom to this floor upstairs. You could separate both apartments, so that way you don't feel like you're coming into the clockmaker space to get up to this apartment. As always, you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.